Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is channel news for the 30th of August 2019. I will be keeping this video short because I do still plan on uploading a review this evening. So, few things I just wanted to put out there and give some forewarning of, and a couple others that I wanted to just touch on topic-wise. First, the What Is It series, the short format dip reviews. I am extending the range of that series to second tier products. Basically, second tier products in my grading, I don't know if you want to call it a system, but the way I grade things on this channel through the original dip reviews was 3 tiers. Premiums were tier 1, obviously. There was a second tier, and then the third tier was stuff like kayak, Klondike, stuff like that. The second tier, basically the extension of second tier products in the What Is It series, basically is completely encompassed by Red Seal, Timberwolf, and Husky. All right, so that will extend the range of the What Is It series by, I believe, somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25 products. 25 more reviews, basically, is what I'm shooting for. Anyway, moving on. There will be a new playlist, a new series coming up. It is something completely out of left field. You're not going to see it coming. I'm not going to really talk about it. It should be starting once the product gets here, because as with everything I'm interested in, I have had to order it in. So it will be very different. It's been something I've been toying with the idea of for a while. I've decided to go ahead and do it. It should be coming in. The product should be here. Probably it'll coincide with the 1-year mark of this channel. I'm guessing. I'm not quite sure, because I'm not quite sure yet where the product is coming from. So that will be coming up. It will be something much different from the norm here. That's all I'm saying. You'll know it when you see it. Trust me. For new people, touching on a couple topics real quick. For new people, I've said it before, I will say it again. Playlists. On the homepage, above my trailer, it has video, it has a bunch of stuff, but amongst them is videos and playlists. If you're looking for something, especially if it's dip, I've probably already reviewed it. If it's made it into the What Is It series, then there's at least 2 reviews of it. Check the playlist. The original playlists, the series 1 through 15, basically go flavor lines. There's a wintergreen long cut series. There's a wintergreen fine cut series. There's also, though, like other lists like pouches, premium pouches and non-premium pouches. Playlist each. Basically anything and everything. There are a few outstanding dips that I was not able to source off the top of my head. I wasn't able, or have not been able thus far, to get any of the kayak pouched products. And I don't know about you, but I'm not terribly bothered by that fact that I haven't done them yet. There are some others, though. Also, the entire Seneca line has not been done, but I have been hearing stuff in the grapevine that the Seneca line may be not available at the moment, at least. It may have been taken off the market. Not sure about that, but that could very well be the case. So, moving on. Berks has put a video up just basically going over some concerns he has with what may be coming to this community here. And they're viable concerns. I think, personally, I'm not as worried as he is about them, but he did bring up some good points as far as the people watching this content. So let me just state right now, and this is not to offend anyone, put anybody down, nothing along those lines. Don't take it personally, all right? I do not support underage tobacco use, okay? I'm not innocent when it comes to underage tobacco use. I used when I was underage. That said, I do not promote the idea of it. All right? As far as people, underage people watching my content, it's don't ask, don't tell policy. Okay? I don't ask, you don't tell. The you not telling part is sort of important. And for channels like mine, no matter if they're my size, smaller, or larger, you really shouldn't be putting yourself out there as being underage. Because you're not helping. When you're putting yourself out in a public forum on somebody's channel, let's say like mine, that's not helping me. Okay? In fact, I'd rather you did not do that. Okay? The reason for this is it just brings me under scrutiny with the YouTube gods. Too much of that starts happening, or some of it starts happening when I get to a higher subscriber count, and it could cause problems. And that's not just this channel here. That's any channel with content along the lines of what I put out. It's nothing against you. It's nothing against your age. My personal feeling is that in the privacy of your own home, the only law that really matters is your parents. If you're underage, I'm guessing that you're living at home. I've sort of touched on this before. All right, so really that's between you and them. It's none of my business. I don't think it's the government's business. All right? They can do what they want with who's allowed to buy it, but whether you use it or not is between you and whoever your legal guardian is. Okay? And whatever they think, you should at least take what they think into account. All right? If you're underage, then I'm guessing you're living at home. Let's say, for the sake of saying, in your parents' house. They are your legal guardians. You're living in their house, using their heat, their air conditioning, eating their food. You got to take into account their wishes on things. But, as I said, that's between you and them. That is no concern of mine, other than the general idea that you should at least take into account what they're saying, since they are supplying you basically with everything you need to survive. I mean, this isn't like rocket science. This should be like, but I also remember when I was 14 and 15 and not seeing it that way. So although it's not exactly, we're not launching the space shuttle here, we're not going to Mars. Sometimes when you're 14, 15, you don't quite want to admit that you are in a position that you need to listen to or need, in general, someone else other than yourself. But the fact of the matter is, take ego and pride out of it, because the fact of the matter is you do. It's just, Anyway, so if you're underage, look, I have not age restricted anything. I am not going to self-censor myself. I am not going to censor what any person with a brain on their shoulders can say. But don't advertise that you're underage. All right? And to tell you the truth, I don't understand why young people don't have an account that says they're of age anyway. That would just make sense. And not only do they not have an account that, you know, has them as of age, they have worked into their names, their YouTube names, their date of birth, their year of birth. This may be why you can't access the Grizzly website. Anyway, moving on. I do want to thank Bergs for the kind words he had at the end of his video. He had brought up some other good points. He was bringing up, what I'm thanking him for was what he brought up about my channel trying to get to 1,000 by the 1 year mark, which is September 10th. I don't think it's going to happen. I did another mid-20s stall out where my number started going up and down at around 25. It's happened basically every 125 mark from the beginning. I don't know what it's about. I don't know why, but I'm pretty sure I'm not making that. However, when I do make it, which will probably be later in September, I will be doing a Q&A. That is still on. I have committed to that verbally already, and I plan to carry through on that. But Bergs was just giving me basically a elongated shout out, and I did want to thank you for that. So I think that is it. We got the Tier 2 products going into the What Is It series. The Black Swan, proverbially, of series coming up. Probably another week or so on that. Check out playlists if you want to see what I have to offer. It's probably already there. Underagers, you know, there's no reason to run around with a flare over your head yelling, I'm 10. No, hopefully there's nobody 10 watching this. And if you are, I don't want to know about it. And again, thank you, Bergs, for the kind words. I do hope everyone is well. I am going to be we're uploading a review shortly. I hope everyone is having a pleasant evening. Do take care of yourselves. I'll be back soon. God bless.